Hey guys, well, welcome everyone to this episode of Western PA and the surrounding areas meetup. How's everyone doing?
Hey Jack, doing good. How are you?
Good. Is that you, Caldorn?
Yes, that was me.
I didn't know that you drove truck.
Unfortunately, yeah, just one day a week though. It's been that way. Well, I have a small trucking company. I started when I was like 19, 18, and I'm just down to one day a week now. So Wednesdays, Thursdays are like my alternate days that I work. So
All right. What type is it? Like a big truck, box truck?
semi truck, yep.
Cool. So as people are funneling in, I'll talk a little bit about the little meetup we're going to be having here in Pittsburgh. We got some more details finally booked and stuff. So Friday we're going to meet up. We're going to do the Gateway Clipper. That is at 2 o'clock, so we should probably meet around 1:30 outside of it. You can get your tickets for it right there. Then afterwards, we're all going to go out to dinner. It's all, you pay for what you order. The checks are all separate and stuff. There's going to be four or five speakers. I forget off the top of my head how many there are, but as we're having dinner. And after that, we'll probably go our separate ways for the evening. And the next day, we're going to meet up around 10 o'clock. We're going to get on. So, because of the deposit and stuff, I'm not able to swing the party bus. So, it's just going to be like a smaller school bus type of thing. And we'll go through half the city or about half the city and talk about the different areas as we're going through them. And after that, we're going to I don't know. I forget off the top of my head. There's something after that. I know it sounds ridiculous. I've been spending all day painting. I was thinking about that. But there's something after that. Oh, I know what it was. We're going to go up on Mount Washington and we're going to do the Duquesne Incline, walk Shiloh Street, or sorry, Grandview Street, and then hang out on Shiloh Street, and then come back and see the city at night off of one of the viewing pods. Then after that, on Sunday, we are going to go and do the Mexican War Streets tour, where we walk through a few of the antique houses. We have to pre-order our tickets for that event. And afterwards, we'll go to the Pitt campus, where they have a museum about different classrooms and stuff all throughout the world. It's an interesting museum. It really is. And after that, we'll just hang out in the park right outside of it, Shenley Park. We can have lunch or whatever until it's time, whenever you determine that it's time for you to say goodbye, you just take off. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't even have to hang out. But yeah, so that's what's going on, and it's going to be a good trip. See who's all in here today.
Hi, Jacqueline here. Good to see you again.
Yes, it's good to have you back on.
Thanks. I'll definitely interested. I just need to check when my kids start in school
Okay, cool.
because it's not on the 1st of September like in my homeland was. So I need to check like 3rd or 4th or 5th, like that I'm not missing it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a good time. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about having everyone come out and check out the city. I noticed that the big thing since I've been doing a lot more handyman work, and this is kind of what I was going to talk a little bit about today, was people filtered in and start asking questions, is I've been driving a lot more in areas where I normally wouldn't go into. And Pittsburgh seems to be like one of those types of cities where it's an older city. It's definitely built up around boroughs and stuff, like different cultures are in different boroughs and stuff. It, but the areas that always get the reputations of always being bad aren't really as bad as people make them out to be. And in a lot of cases, it's just, I don't know, there's certain streets that be bad, and this is kind of just how all of Pittsburgh is. There's certain streets that be bad, but not necessarily the whole area is bad. I did a live earlier today. I was showing some of the difficulties of working on some of these older houses and stuff. I was trying to paint a wall, for example, and you can see the roller switching directions on me constantly. It's just because the walls are so uneven, you know.
Hey, Jack, I believe Mikey was telling me you're doing a little bit of handyman work. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Is that something you've been doing for a while, or is that something you just recently started?
Well, so I was doing it a long time ago, and then I brought it back recently.
Were you doing it for other people or just on
I,
your properties, or what were you doing?
I'm doing it for other people and properties and stuff. I kind of want to keep it more limited to just investors, though. And it's not that I have anything against working for people, that live in their house or residential type of, or I shouldn't even say residential, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's more like other than lawn work, that's fine. But it's just, I feel like there's a lot more pressure to get every aspect, everything exactly perfect. Whereas the investors, we want everything done safe, clean, and good. But we're not going to fret about the one, for example, paint line on the wall. You know,
Got it. Do you have employees, or is it just you, yourself, and you?
it's just me, myself, and I.
Nice, nice. Are you staying busy with it?
For the most part, It's like I said, it's just starting out again. But I'm finishing up a paint job right now, or I should say, I'm about halfway done with it. On the one side, I still have the other half of the duplex, but it's not as bad. It's kind of like the other side. I don't know who lived there beforehand, but it was there was Sharpie and there was crayon all over the place. So I had to spend a lot of extra time cleaning and scrubbing and doing a lot of extra prep work that I normally wouldn't have to do. Normally, if I'm just doing a touch up or a retune, I wouldn't bother primering most of it for the most part. If I could tell, that it's an acrylic paint at least. But this one, I had to go buy oil-based primer and just primer the whole thing because there's just so much, there's just so much damage. That I was just like, I'm going to spend more time trying to fix everything than if I just
Yeah,
primed everything.
got it. So are you doing that part-time, or are you full-time and doing that right now?
I'm doing it part time for right now. My primary job is a machine operator for a pharmaceutical company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Got it. Cool. Is your plans intentions to transition into full-time work of that, or just always going to stay part-time doing it?
What I would like to honestly do is I would like to do it like 3 days a week and drop the W-2, go get my real estate license too. But the 3 days that I want to do it would be like longer, like 12+ hour days.
Yeah.
And then just the other days kind of do like more of the showings and that kind of stuff.
Got
People are
it.
gonna want to see places on like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's kind of why I'm picking those days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, give me one difficulties.
Sorry, either
All right.
I had a bad connection or you did, because I heard something, but I couldn't quite make it out.
I was saying, give me a second. I'm having technical difficulties.
Okay.
Yeah, my earbud was starting to die, and it gave me the signal, and then it kicked on Dion's thing. That was the last thing I was watching. So it probably turned this off for a second. Yeah, but there's a lot of different things I can do. You know, I wouldn't call myself a jack of all trades, but I can do like hang cabinets. I can do, you know, backsplash depending on what you're looking at. I can do painting, mulch beds, rock gardens. You know, I do a ton of yard work.
Gotcha.
I'll I'll do some plumbing. Like I'm going to be installing a shower probably in the next couple weeks. But like I don't go and rip out the tubs. Like I just do like the surrounds and stuff, and I'll plumb in new like new shower heads and all that kind of stuff.
Got it. Are you the only one that's actually living in the Pittsburgh area that's in this group?
Steven lives in the area too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Steven Nguyen. There's two Stevens. There's Stephen Lee, who's in Canada land, land of the moose and snow.
Got it.
And Stephen Nguyen is here and locally.
Got it. So how many people are investing from out of state? Like I know Mark does, I know Mikey does. How many others do we have, or you have?
Lars does. Harrison does. Jim sounds like he's going to be for sure coming over. Yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay.
Ilana, I forgot. You know, she was just talking a second ago. She sounds like she's probably coming over. Did I get your name right? I apologize if I did.
Yeah, Elena. I definitely is coming over, or at least getting serious into work in Pittsburgh area. It's just I just came back from the kids' vacation, so need to start. And
I was
Jack,
kind of
you were
curious what
talking.
happened to you.
Oh yeah,
You were here regularly and then you disappeared.
My job is remote, so this is the first time I was able to go away for 5 weeks straight and
Wow.
live in Panama.
Jim, I saw you flash across the screen. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I will not be able to make it to September. There's just no way. I'm actually I'm not allowing anything else to come across my plate until the end of the year. I'm
gonna try. I'm gonna film it as much as I can.
Gotcha.
So for those of you who can't make it, there's gonna be a recording at least. It's not gonna be the same as being here in person, especially for Saturday. And Sunday, I'm probably not recording anything.
Well, I'm gonna probably fly out in December. Once I get all of my stuff caught up, is when I'm gonna go out. I'm not taking on anything new until I get all my projects to a point where I can control them, and especially my three birds.
Well, if you're coming out in December, we're gonna have you're gonna. It's mandated by law that you come to my favorite brewery and to play some pinball.
Okay. No, but if I come out in December, I will hopefully be in a position to buy.
Okay, cool.
So that's my thought, is get all my stuff out of my way, and then hopefully have some cash to be able to put a purchase down on one, and then work on it throughout the winter.
Yeah. Now, how do you plan on doing that? Are you gonna like just live out here until it's done, or are you gonna fly back and forth?
No, so what's going to probably happen, this is all just theory right now. I'm going to try to find a demo contractor, get everything demoed out, get to a point where I can fly out and deal with the electrical, or talk to electricians and find out if they're going to be compatible with what I want, and plumbing and so on and so forth. And then I will have somebody else do the installation, somebody else do the drywall, somebody else do the painting, and then I will come back out and set all the finishes. And I'll the roofing as well. I want nothing to do with roofing.
I have good connections for most of that.
Yeah. Because that's one thing I'm trying to sub out some of my remodeling stuff right now, but man, they're charging a lot of money. I knew I was very inexpensive. I am just way too inexpensive. When subs are overcharging by $1,000 in what I was doing, that's a problem.
Know of a half decent painter out in Pittsburgh.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you this morning. I clicked on for a couple minutes.
I really hate the cage I'm using, but like it's primer, so it's like you know, I as much as the streaking bothers me, I noticed the cage and the type of rollers I'm using, but it's just primer. It's going to get covered up anyway, so I'm not that worried about. Most of what I'm going to be doing once I'm done with this is going to be shooting anyway, so it really doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, a lot of
Because
it's
I'm going to be shooting at least 2 coats.
I'm gonna get quotes for everything and then see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll just manage it, fly out before they cover anything up for inspections. And then if it's all economical, I'll just manage them from afar and hire somebody like you to go do videos for me and just double check on progress.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be another good idea.
Yeah, that's my overall plan. And then I want to get into an inexpensive one early. And then just if I can get it rented, great. If not, I'll sit on it for a year and rent it out, and I'll live there while I'm doing some other ones. That's a place I would stay. Obviously, I've got to.
You like the area enough to stay?
What's that?
I said you like the area enough to stay?
Oh, absolutely. I don't care. I can live anywhere. Because what I'll do is I'll buy. In fact, if my crews are going out there, I will buy a couple beds, and then I'll get a storage area to put everything away. That's what I do with properties I have now. We go up there, we stay there for the entire week. It's more cost effective.
Yeah.
I got to take this call.
So yeah. Yeah, but honestly, that's kind of what I was thinking about doing too, is getting getting like a small tiny crew put together. And at some point when I try to buy bigger multifamily, is just the almost exact same thing. Get a few beds put out there, and just the crew just stays out there for the week. Huh. I'm driving past a park and I never noticed that they had bike ramps and stuff for kids to go jump their bikes off of. I should actually flip this camera around. I can talk about the areas as I'm driving through them. Oh, it's not, I'll figure it out another time. What's everyone else working on lately?
Man, tough crowd. Nobody's talkative today.
No, not talking.
Maybe everybody's at work, which can be respectful.
I'll just start talking about the areas that and so if I can get the camera to flip around, which doesn't seem like it wants to. No, wait. There we go. Oh, it did take my finger. Right here, I just left the West End and Elliott. We're going up into Elliott and Crafton. Some of the houses are a little bit worse for wear, but like it's an overall decent enough area. Elliott is the closer you get to like the bus terminal and past the tunnel, gets a little bit more crime ridden. But the closer to Crafton you are, the better off you are. I should say Crafton Heights.
So Jack, what town are you in right now?
I'm either in Elliott or Crafton Heights. They both run through right here.
Okay.
Cynthia lives in Crafton Heights, which is only about maybe a quarter mile from where I'm at right now. And Elliott is down over the hill.
You know what you might want to do, because I love the way they're doing this camera angle. Every once in a while, throw on a live and just drive around a couple streets that you can go a little bit slower on.
Yeah, I like that idea. I think that's what I'm going to end. Well, me and Mikey are planning on doing some of that when he gets here,
Right,
but I
right.
wasn't sure how to do it. But I think that's probably the best idea, and then just make a thumbnail and
Yeah, because it's kind of cool seeing this, but you're going a little bit too fast.
yeah, this is Crafton Heights. This
I'm
this is
looking at
Crafton Heights here.
I'm looking at Ambridge and Alakepa, and with all the places I'm seeing, I don't see any of those houses that I would be worried about living in or staying in.
Yeah, it's turned around a lot over the past like 10 years or so. Because even if you watch my earlier content, I talk shit on Aliquippa and Ambridge, and it wasn't until Jeremy came on and actually had to debate it with me that I actually changed my mind.
Now, I like everyone says, one street's going to be good, the next street's not. That's everywhere.
Yeah,
So you just got to find that one house, and then eventually, even those bad streets will end up being okay if enough people remodel them and make them good-looking houses, and get good tenants in them. They will change. It just takes time.
so as I'm cresting this hill, or I'm getting towards the end of Crafton Heights, and I think I'm going into Crafton Ingram. And Crafton Ingram is a real nice part of town. You're only about 20 minutes out of downtown Pittsburgh. And same with Crafton. The two kind of run parallel together.
So one of the big reasons I'm looking at those two areas is it's not far from the airport. It's not far from a Lowe's or a Home Depot. It's a good it's not far from the freeway. It's a good kind of a central area for somebody out of state to be going to and doing stuff.
Yeah, I was looking at all those areas for the same reason, but I kind of just I don't know. It's not that I have anything against them. I'm personally not going to invest in those areas because I already have too many other areas started. Like
Right. Yeah, because you want to scale the area you're in. You don't want to make something new, and I'm starting from the ground up.
yeah, so like if I also start over, and I'm already thinking about taking on a third area. Oh, so this is another thing I want to talk to you guys about today. So I found a nice little pocket, if you want to call it that. The area is kind of, I don't know. It's a half shit area. It's half shitty. But there's like a half dozen streets that are really nice, and I was thinking about the properties are decently cheap. I was thinking about maybe buying one or two of them and converting them, fix them up and stuff, and then at that point put them up for Section 8, and like just buying them just for Section 8.
See, yeah, and that's something I got to look into too for that area, because from when I was talking to Jeremy, Section 8's not hugely prevalent there.
I don't think it's super huge, and that's why I think I would have more power to kind of control my own rents and stuff.
Right.
And a lot of what Jeremy does is outside of the city limits, where this would be right in the city limits. Now, there's going to be a lot more headaches and hassles and stuff to do, but I was talking to a few other people that do that strategy, and what they're telling me is, yeah, they have all these laws, they have all these rules and stuff, but they have such a limited amount of tenants that they can put in there that, one, the Section 8 person is afraid of losing their card or whatever it's called, and two, if they lose the place, they're probably not going to find another one, even if their voucher isn't taken away, because there's just such a limit on them.
See, my thought too is I do 3 to 5 a year, and then I keep them for a year, see if they rent out well, and if I am getting decent rents and decent tenants, and if I am, I continue doing that. If I'm not, I 1031 out of those and move into some other areas. So I want to get that lower cost of entry to start with, just so I can maximize my dollars, and then have an out in 3 years or 2 to 3 years where I'm not paying, treating it as a job and paying 35-40% in freaking taxes. Because then because you can't 1031 out in within the same year. They won't let you do that.
I wouldn't try to do that. I would try to build the equity on it. That's why I want to do the rehabs and stuff.
Well, no,
And
that's what I would do though. It's all value add. But from what I've been talking to my accountant on, you can't like just do the 1031 in 6 months. They treat that as a business. So it's basically treated as a flip rather than the other. Sorry.
But yeah, so I would probably do that and just hang on to the equity until I found another property I wanted to buy, and then refinance that one and use the proceeds to purchase the other one.
Right.
Huh, there's a pickleball court.
In front?
Oh, it's to the side. I'm gonna have to come around.
Jasek, what time is it there?
9:30 p.m., man. Yeah,
Where
it's
are you at right now?
What time
Poland.
was it last night when we were on?
So no, when 5 something. So your call started at 3 a.m. my time. So yeah, I wake up at 4, so I just woke up a little bit earlier than usual. But yeah, catching up. Maybe tomorrow I'll catch up on some sleep. We're going to Slovakia, so or Slovenia, I don't know. One of those countries. Somewhere.
Yeah, there's a bunch of places I want to go in that area. We look for the best deal for vacations.
Yeah.
Wherever
We got
the
it. I know. Yeah, we know we're going to water park. That's all I know. And from there, who knows? It doesn't matter.
When do you come back?
Good question. Before school starts.
Gotcha.
Yeah, before school starts. So
Well, school's
before end
starting
of
in a lot of
September.
places right now.
Nah, September. I think September 2nd.
Yeah, my daughter's a teacher and she just started school today.
Yeah, no, each no New Jersey's depends on the township, but I think my township it's all half days anyway the first week.
Right. Yep.
So I'm like, I already said what I think about school system, so
I know.
I'm gonna keep it that way. PG-13,
yeah.
they can have it. Great place for people. Yeah. Jack, question to you when you get a chance.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you starting a group chat for the people that are 100% going?
You know, that's actually a really good idea. Yeah, I can do something like that.
Yeah, so maybe people can start putting where they staying, when they coming in, and what times. So we have it in
Yeah,
one place instead of people text messaging each other separately and then.
So are you driving from New Jersey or are you gonna fly over?
I think I'm gonna drive. Not 100% sure because I don't know when people gonna come in, right? So like depending on that, car's gonna give me a lot more freedom. And I think one of the new members from New York City, the younger guy that was on Sunday call, I already forgot his name. He was thinking about catching ride with me, so
Gotcha.
that'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm horrible with meetings. It takes me a while.
Yeah. So hopefully, but it would be nice to have a group of people on the same messaging, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who's coming, who's not, and because I was thinking Thursday, but because they say Friday, and I don't want to drive into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we still have the WhatsApp going from when Chester set it up for February's ORAT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're on all the you go walk away or you don't pay attention to it for a couple of days and there's 50 things on there.
Yeah, people messing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a couple of those that I'm not even opening anymore.
Yeah,
I don't even want to know.
marking his gorillas. Come on, stop. Stupid phone.
Yeah, but I'll see. But I think I'm gonna try to get there the night before, stay in a hotel, so I'm nice and rested for the whatever comes.
So what kind of challenges do you have when you leave in your business still running?
What challenges do I have?
Yeah.
Not come back too soon, I guess.
So
I said it yesterday. So no, there are challenges. People, but that's why I say simplifying. You know what I mean, and concentrating on fewer things makes it easier because now they have to troubleshoot the problems instead of me.
yeah.
So each person have certain things that they have to. If there's an issue and then if it escalates, then I deal with it. But again, I'm not. Yeah, I minimize it. Not try to be dick or anything, but it's again, what's your time worth? What's your life worth? And I've been in a situation when they ran me, man. My
Yeah, oh, yeah.
employees, customers, and I tell you, not a fun place to be. And came to the very quick conclusion that never again, never again, because it's only you allowing them, right? And I get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's easier said when you have. It's because usually comes down to money, right? At the end of the day, when you have money to cover expenses. So the first thing that I did, work very hard to put money away, right, for at least 3 months, cover expenses. So if somebody does something, I'll fire them on the spot or they quit, whatever, right? I'm not worried about it. Hey, now we have to, because you still have to cover the customer. I tell you, how many times you will work your ass off, you will change your schedule 100 times for the customers to fit in their schedule. And they'll be like, oh yeah, I have a dinner with my friends, so we have to reschedule. Like nothing happens, right? And I'm like, never again.
Yeah.
Like I said, yes, yeah, I said early on the call, right? Like, what was the last time you called a dentist or your doctor and you told them when you want to see him? Never happens. They tell you, and it's the same thing.
And that whole concept is my challenge for out of state. I can run it, I can schedule all the projects, but it's harder to make sure that people are going to be showing up. That's going to be
Yeah,
the
but that's what
key.
I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
But again, if and when, because you will figure it out, right?
Yeah.
But the question is not if, you will, because you already been doing it. It's just when. You have to put a timeline on it, right? And then the people that are not gonna fit in that box, just move them.
Actually,
The faster
that brings up a really good point too. In all of my contracts that I have with all these contractors out of state, there's got to be a time clause. If you don't meet these dates, your contract is
That's it.
null and void.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's what the big guys doing, right? That's why they big.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Because if it gets to a point and the job's going slower because people aren't showing up, I'm flying out and finishing it. So I'm not going to have those delays. I just can't do it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what can you put into place so you don't have those delays? Because I'm thinking about it too, right? Because I'm looking at Pittsburgh, and like I told you, I can do it closer to the New Jersey border, and there's some markets that will, I guess, purchase price wise will be very similar to Pittsburgh. I don't know about cash flow because I haven't run numbers, right? Fully. But again, my concept is from meeting people in this group and what. So I'm gonna put my eggs in the Pittsburgh. I'm still continue doing more deals in New Jersey, right? But it's the same concept. Okay, if the contractor screws me over, how much money do I have to carry me over? Then I'm not gonna even blink, right? Like not a drop of sweat, nothing. I'm just gonna say, okay, you fire. Okay, now I have a week to find another guy to fix it, right? Because
Right.
you know it's not gonna happen the next day.
Right, exactly. Or you have backups ready to go for each one of those trades.
Yeah, but
And
it's
then, yeah,
you know it. How easy is to have a backup? Any good contractors, they should be booked weeks, if not months
they
in
should be
advance.
booked, but if you have enough of them, like just like me, and you probably have the same thing. Every once in a while, you have a change in schedule where you can throw it in, or you want to make a little bit extra money that day, you throw it in.
No,
Yeah.
I get it, but again, it's from looking from your perspective. What can I put in place, right, to not have to fly out?
Oh yeah, no, I know, I agree with that absolutely, and that's
Because I don't know. I
that's
haven't
having
talked
a
to
Guido like
Mark.
Jack on the ground yelling at people, making sure they get shit done.
Yeah, but I don't know if does Mark does any bursts or all his
He's
investments are ready
actually
moving.
just bought one. I think I don't know if he closed on it yet, but he did get one through Alex, and they're going to be doing one. So but he has not up until this point.
Okay.
Yeah,
But that's my question because that's what I would say is like you have plenty of people that invest out of state, and I tell you they have no clue how to do constructions, right? And they're
right.
successful. So what are they doing it to make that happen?
Yeah.
That
Correct
you
me
make
if I'm
you easier
wrong.
because you know.
The construction market there is pretty slammed. They're pretty tied up. Am I correct in that?
Or which market?
For your market, for Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, it's insane. Like you don't even have to necessarily be good in this market. Like you can just answer your phone and you'll be slammed.
Gotcha. Yeah, 'cause I know Lars was having some issues.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that'd be my thing, right? Build what process because you can run different scenarios.
Right.
Be prepared for the worst before you pull the trigger.
Well, most of
And
it's
again,
the same as I'm doing now at home. It's just remote, and I have to have multiple subs in line to be able to get multiple quotes and to, like you said, have backups to what I'm doing.
yeah, and I think the key will be to keep on top of communications, right? We all have
Oh, yeah.
smartphones.
Yep.
I'm like, I hate it, right? Because I included all my employees used to get a company cell phone and a tablet, right? Now it's just a tablet because everybody has their own cell phones and they never charged the company, they forgot it, blah blah blah, all that stuff, right? So I just made them install the app on their phone by giving them a tablet. Every job before, during, and after. I want to see pictures.
Yep.
If not, you didn't complete it to my task.
Well, there's several
part of the
programs
task.
out there. You have Company Cam, you have all kinds of programs out there that have all that. And when I
Yeah,
get
but
to
it's
that point, I'll be getting that. And I will have an on-site project manager for sure. That way I
yeah,
don't have to travel out all the time.
yeah. But I try to make the people check on themselves, right?
Yeah.
Because if I have to check on you in my book of business, you already fucked up big time. It's again, you hire people to make your life easier, right? To solve your problems, not to create problems.
I
And
agree
that's
with that, but it's still, you're still putting out fires
I
every day.
I get it, but it's a lot less fires. I'll tell
Yeah,
you that much.
you're in a more controlled environment. I'm doing plumbing, I'm doing electrical, I'm doing drywall, I'm doing paint. We're doing the whole project, not just glass.
No, but I used to, trust me, I used to do it in my thing. Oh, we do
Yeah.
residential, we do commercial, we do this repair, we do this. I'm like, nope. Because it's again, people gonna tell you, cannot do it, man.
See, and I'm always the one that, especially the people I really know and I do the most work with, I'm the out of the box guy. I'm the one that figures out the hard stuff. And I'm not billing well enough for that because it's stuff that most people are not figuring out. Just different
Yeah,
ways
but
to do different
I did
things.
in my company when I still used to do work, as a laborer, right? Like to do physical labor installations and stuff like that. So I did it, okay, I can do some installation, let's say put it in 2 hours, right? If I had to send the guys, it would be 2 guys, maybe 3 guys, and it would take them 2 hours, right?
Yep.
I'm charging what I'm charging for those guys, and I'm pocketing it in my pocket. That's how I did
Right.
it. That was the fastest switch to me. And you're like, oh, that's nice. Now I'm making money, right? Because
Right.
it's hard to charge the rate that you want for you. But if you charge the rate that you would charge anybody else to do it, but you just get it done faster and better, money's yours.
Yeah.
That's how I adapt it now. And now I have a number in my head. For less than that, I'm not, my butt's not moving. I'm sorry. That's it.
Well,
At least for work purposes.
once you get a system like you have, it's just easy. And I've had that for the last 4.5 years. I just had a massive shift in what I was doing. So now I'm having to reinvent everything I'm doing and trying to figure out what exactly I want to do. And I'm bringing in real estate investment into that whole theory and out of state.
Yeah, that's why you gotta keep everything separate.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the challenge right now is figuring out keeping everything separate. That's the challenge.
Yeah, because I did it. I never mixed the different businesses that I had with even with real estate. Never mixed them, right? Now I use it to my advantage because I have guys that can do stuff, and I'm like, okay, you want to make extra money? And I don't tell them it's for me or anything, right? It's like, hey, this is a side job. You want to do it? They're good at it. They want to do it. But again, my cost to hire my own employee on the side is a lot cheaper than hiring someone to do it.
Right.
And again, they're my employee. But
I would love
they
to
don't
actually
know it.
start my own construction company in Pittsburgh, but I have to get through the first one to make sure that system is going to work. So, because I would love to hire my own laborers, then hire a project manager to run that crew. That would be the ultimate way, because that's your best return for your dollar. Because hiring subs, they got to make money. They got to make a profit. If you have enough employees, you don't have you're making the profit, not that other company. So ideally, that's what I would do. Have a 4 or 5 man crew that goes through from rehab to rehab. You have 1 or 2, probably 2 going at a time. One's in one stage with the 2 or 3 guys on it. One's in another stage with 2 or 3 guys on it. And then a project manager jumping back and forth, running materials and stuff like that to both job sites. That's my idea.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
Just
It's
getting to it.
getting that plan implemented and especially getting the first one tested.
Yeah, I would not. Man, I had ideas on different businesses in New Jersey to open, and I'm like, nope. Cut the fat of that one, man, and start opening more locations for the same thing. Right? It makes you money, just rinse, repeat.
Right.
And I heard it in real estate too. It's boring. The stuff that makes you money, it's boring.
Oh yeah, it's all square footage based. It's all
It's so boring.
Yep.
But it's an in and out. I have with closed eyes. You call me, I don't have to see it. You just tell me what, and I tell you this is how we're going to be done, right?
Yep.
And there's no surprise in the jobs that we do. There's no surprises.
Yeah,
Like
and
you
it's the
said, with
easiest
plumbing,
thing to
electrical.
yeah, it's the easiest thing to estimate too. What I do is
Yeah.
not easy to estimate.
Yeah, so that's why I stay away because we used to like, and those are all cool projects for in glazing, like all the one that takes a lot of time and manpower and brain and all that stuff. They're
And you
cool
don't
projects, right? Like,
and you
well,
don't
I'm
get
like,
paid for a long time.
No, but yeah, but they don't pay it at all, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. We did some cool projects too. Don't get me wrong. In New York City, rooftops and all that stuff. But I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
Few pictures that I don't even care, right? Like, okay, I'll try. Oh, like we did that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't lose me
I
money,
used
but they
to
didn't
keep
make me
pictures
any.
of I used to keep pictures of everything. I don't keep pictures of anything anymore.
I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, nope. Let me do the boring glass stuff that makes the money that nobody, because everybody wants to do cool stuff, share online, put it on social media.
Right.
And trust me, replacing flat glass and installing showers,
No,
nothing cool.
it's not enough entertainment.
But I'm like, pays the bills and pays them well. So
Hey Jack, did you ever look more into the sewer scopes?
I did actually. I looked a lot into them. I think come spring I'm going to purchase one. I found one. I saved it on Amazon. I wanted to send you the link to it.
You might want to check on
It's-
Facebook Marketplace too.
Oh really? Yeah, I never
Yeah.
thought of that. But I was looking at one on Amazon. It was 1,800, and it had the camera obviously. And what else could it do? It had the locator where you could walk outside and it would tell you how deep it is and where it's at.
The
Wherever the
biggest thing
camera is.
I don't have one, but the one people I know that do have them, make sure there's a place that will repair them. Because if they're all fiber optic based, and if you get
Yeah.
it kinked, you're either throwing it away or it has to be repaired. So check the reviews and then find out if there's anybody that can repair them. Like a rigid, you're gonna find some place to replace or to repair a rigid,
Okay.
a popular tool. But make sure on that, or just use it as a let's get it for a year, make sure this works at a cheaper price, do it, get my money back, get a little, you know what I mean, and then get a better one.
That might be what I end up doing, honestly, because I want to make sure that it works and I'm not
Yeah.
taking on too much stuff.
And if
Because
nothing else, it's good for your own house.
Yeah.
Every tenant turn, you do a video camera on the pipe and say, here's the pipe. Don't put anything down this drain you're not supposed to.
yeah, I got one for me on the Amazon.
Yeah.
That works perfect.
Next, I don't do snake house for customers. I hate it.
No, I don't do it for customers. I
Yeah.
did on my properties that had root problems
Yeah.
twice. And at the company, they said they cleared it. I bought a whole commercial jetter. Oh man. Yeah,
Is that
stories. I got stories. Like
Yeah.
like we all
Oh,
got
yeah.
some stories. Yeah.
So
I
do you
just
have
got out
any
of my.
properties going right now, Jason?
Excuse me?
Do you have any birds or anything going right now, or just
No. I got nothing, man.
Gotcha.
I got life happening now.
Oh, so are you just starting then on the real estate investment process, or do you already have a couple?
No, so I started in 2011.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, but it's I took a break, concentrate on the business. And September business is gonna start growing again, and then I want to get back into real estate because I'm seeing the nice results, as we say, right? Like after the decade, yeah.
Well, and right
And
now
I
is the
get
time to do it. It's definitely a buyer's market, but there is a lot of wish pricing. That's for sure.
yeah, and I have a lot of equity too,
Gotcha.
like a lot. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it because I was thinking the same thing. The cash flow's so nice on it, and the rates that I have.
Yeah, that's the hard part. You already got part of the cash flowing. It's hard to pull money out of that.
Yeah, and then I'm in the cash flow with the Dion sets like towards the end of the hockey stick on them because it's again been 13 years, 14 years, right? You're like
Yeah.
going back to it the low, but it's again to get it lower. I can see it because if you have money from somewhere else coming in to pull
Well,
it out and
what are the interest rates on them?
threes.
Oh man, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do anything with that. You don't want to refinance that. You don't even want to pull a HELOC on that.
Yeah, but it's but I tell you, I don't. But then if it's gonna make you more money in the long term, it's a no-brainer.
So maybe pull a HELOC on one of them and use it like I'm doing for the value add, and you're just using that as your in your rehab money to be able to keep running projects.
Just to move it from one to another.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm taking my
For the
HELOC
short-term
out
money.
and moving from one property to the next.
Yeah, but it's I'm saying if I put for the properties that I'm seeing in Pittsburgh, so I was looking in the ranges of 150 to 2 something, right? For value add projects.
Right.
Something that would be like a just low touch ups would probably be in the 200s, right? From what I've seen.
Right.
If I pull out money out of my properties, I could start buying them almost full price. Right? But again, do I want to do that? That's the thing. So like I want to treat, like I was saying before, I want to treat as Pittsburgh as a new adventure, separate thing, has nothing to do with anything else, right? And that everything else will help me sleep at night if Pittsburgh doesn't work.
Right.
That's how.
And that's why I want to start. I'm planning on starting with a $40,000-$50,000 property, putting 60 to 75,000 into it. Then they get 30% return on that rehab, and then have infinite gains on the actual cash flow. If it cash flows $200-$300 a month, I'm good, and then hopefully it'll refinance in a year or two down to a 6% or whatever else, and then I'll cash flow 400. That's what I'm looking for.
I was so like I'm trying for the Pittsburgh, but that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting, enjoying the summer. September, go to the meeting because I haven't even started talking to the guys that are in Pittsburgh. And then a couple guys were pushing me to. It's like, hey, start networking. I'm like, I don't do that stuff till I'm if I know I'm ready, I'm ready. So I want to go see the event, meet the people, check out the city, create a buy box, do it for 2 months at least, right? The buy box of hey, this is what I'm gonna do, and run different scenarios, right? At 7% interest rate, 6%, what will happen at a 5? And then I will decide, okay, should I throw more cash at it? Or try to stretch myself out, like you said it, right? Hey, this is what I'm gonna do, and then in the long term, it's gonna be bigger payback. But
see that, yeah, and that's exactly. I've been doing that. I've gone through about 40 different properties right now, checking out the return, the overall ARV return, and also the cash flow percentages and stuff. So I've already gone through all that for Pittsburgh and even for my area. They could, yeah. I want to get 10 to 15 in my area, 10 to 15 in the Pittsburgh area, Ambridge / Alaquipa, and then make decisions from that point. Do I want to 1031 into better properties? Do I want to just keep what I'm going and keep continuing? Do I want to go into multifamily, so on and so forth? Because then I'll have roughly 30 doors, and then I step back and make some decisions. And hopefully that'll be about a 3 to 5 year process.
it's all about planning, man, coming out with a process and follow to the step.
Yep, correct.
And I tell you, most of the times those work is just if you take a side step, that's when it hurts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, which I definitely have shiny object syndrome.
I used to. I've been in recent years, man, very more clear about things. And again, end of the day, like I was saying at the call earlier, when I was saying about the numbers, like people's like, oh, it's a 5,000, you should have a multiply by 4, 10,000, 20,000, right? Incoming.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like, let's step to reality. Most people would not make $5,000 cash after expenses and taxes, right?
Right,
Home.
right.
That's majority of the people. So like, why are we talking about 20 G's? Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
get
kind
it.
of like the wish pricing. That's the wish cash flow.
And I get it. But I'm telling you, like if you get, for most people, I would say if you have $4,000 or $5,000 coming every month, and you have some money saved for the repairs, right, and maintenance, your life's changing big time.
Oh yeah. But and then once you get to that point, though, then you can make that decision. If you get the 5-6 grand, you keep going to make it a little bit more, or do you pay down on some of it to make that cash flow better, increase that? So that's when you start making true decisions.
Yeah, but I think
You
too
have
many
the
people
choice to
think
do that.
about big number and they quit before that big number, like the hockey stick effect.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's so far out, right? Like I've been doing this for so long. I don't want to suck for anymore. Everybody's enjoying life, and then what are you doing? Nothing.
Yeah.
That's the reality check, I guess. Oh man. But anyways, I'm gonna be cutting off short today because I would love to get some sleep. And then yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys on the article.
Gotcha. Looks like there's only four of us on still. I don't know if Jack is off or
No, I'm still
I think
here.
he's gonna be working.
okay. And
Doing
Mikey,
work, Jack? You working?
I was working. I muted myself to go talk to a customer. It was for cutting grass and stuff. But I walked the property and I was like, listen, I'd be more than happy to take your money, but at the same time, this grass doesn't need cut. So I drove home.
I'm assuming Mikey's probably working.
Mikey's definitely working. Yeah.
Gotta make that money. Yeah, but I'll see you guys on the article. And Jack, if you figure out about the group chat or whatever not, let me know.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to do the group chat. I really like that idea. I'll send you the link in school. You're in school, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, do me a
I'll
favor,
probably just
send me that link too, so I have a heads up on when I go up. Because I'm definitely going there. When I go is just another the answer. So
yeah. I feel like we need to make a. I feel like you should just send me a text, Jim, of
Yeah.
all the things I'm supposed to text you back. Because
okay,
there's
perfect.
there's a private money lender that I keep forgetting about.
Yeah,
There's
that's the other thing too. If I get once I get these done and I get myself organized, which
See
is
you
like the
guys.
biggest key.
See ya.
Later.
Thank you.
Once I can get that, if I can get a private one or two private money members in Pittsburgh, then I have my own private money in California, and I keep my HELOC as a backup for everything. That's my ultimate goal.
Yeah, because even like the one guy I was talking to, the guy I was working for last week, the GC, he was saying he found a way to get more money that's not even the same way that I was getting money. So is another option too.
Yeah, see, one thing I don't want is the way that Kiabi does it and stuff like that. You have to go through this whole really long process. I don't want that. That's too much. That's too much from points and everything else. I want a private money lender that's going to charge me 8, 12%, whatever it is for like 7 months, because I need the property for 6 months to be able to get the best financing.
Yeah.
And then you get it refinanced, then you pay them back. So it has to be between 7 and 8 months, and then they get their money back, or we just go into the next property.
Yeah, because the guy I found, he does private money lending, and what he does is somehow he's built up a network across the country of like 200 different. I'm just repeating what he said, but 200 different private money lenders, and plus he's a private money lender. So he sets up what the property is, and then he just pitches it onto the platform, whatever it is that they use.
Gotcha. So is it private money or is he creating like a fund for investing?
No, it's private money.
Okay, so it's going to one investor in his group.
Correct.
And he's probably getting a finder's fee, I would assume.
He gets a finder's fee unless he takes the loan himself, and then he takes that part out of it.
I like that idea. Yeah, I'd like to talk to that once I don't want to take anything else on, nothing else on until I get these figured out. So I've been going through my schedule. I have my 3 burrs, I have 5 bathrooms, and 2 kitchens to get done by the end of the year.
I just did a bathroom the other day.
Yeah, so I've
Yeah,
got way too much going on, so I'm basically giving myself a break because I'm really hard on myself. I will take everything and I'll try to figure out a way to get it done, and I can't keep doing that. It's not sustainable.
Yeah, the GC was showing me how to, because I asked, about towel work and stuff, because I've never done anything other than just like little tiny small sections. He was showing me how to do a complete shower and stuff, but he actually built what he called a custom floating pan, and that was a neat process to be a part of.
So when you say custom floating pans, that means it's a tile pan?
It's gonna be. I didn't stay long enough for the towel in the bottom because our schedule, like we only had 2 days.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing bathrooms so long. I know all kinds of different ways to do it, but I also know the easiest way for me. It's just whether I have who I have do the stuff, and that's what I gotta. I need to. When I go out there, I want to have some meetings with contractors. I want to actually go physically look at some properties, possibly put an offer in on one. So I'll do research before I even go out. I've talked to Jeremy. I've talked to Liam about this whole thing. I was hoping to do all
Yeah.
this in September, but that's just not going to happen.
I gotta go grab a Krabby.
Yeah. Can you
I should
text
turn on
me?
the light. I should turn on the light. It's hard to find a black cat in a dark hallway. I got a
Yeah,
Krabby.
Mikey puts in the comment for Quip. Seems like the by the river is grittier, and I like the politically correct comment. So what is
I
what is
think
your actual business? Is it just whatever you find, like more like handyman type stuff, or landscaping?
it's both.
Okay.
Yeah, but between the two, my stronger suit is probably the landscaping, just because I've been doing it for off and on for like 20 years. But the handyman stuff, it's like I've done it off and on for about 10 years, like 5 to 10 years. So it's like I'm still trying to learn different things. That's why I got to go out and learn how to do tile last week.
Just keep in mind, doing it once is not learning how to do it. It's the start.
Oh no, like I wouldn't. That's even like he was asking me. He's like, "Are you going to be offering this to the clients?" It's like, no. It's like if I did this again, it'd be on my own stuff, so I could screw it up there.
Yeah, I learned everything by trial and error. Everything I've done. Nowadays it's a lot easier with YouTube University, but yeah, that's everything I know how to do is from just trying it and doing it. Looks like everybody left us, and Mark didn't show up today.
Yeah. I noticed that the numbers for some reason the weeks that I'm hosting are getting smaller,
I think that's just coincidence.
and Harrison's getting bigger.
Yeah, midday is sometimes tough.
It is.
Yeah. But so then again, so is the the Monday call. That's just beginning of the week. I'm trying to get everybody going. It's like, man, I don't know if I can.
I got on there one time, and it's so hard. Like,
Yeah. Well, for you, that's 9 o'clock. That's dead morning. For me, that's pre-morning, and I'm getting stuff ready for everybody.
yeah, but I work the night shift, so usually that's
Oh,
like
gotcha.
2 hours of sleep time, unless yeah, because I'm either coming off of a 12 to 14 hour, or I'm sleeping preparing for a 12 to 14 hour.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to check out because I actually got to go
All
get a
right.
bunch of material for a job.
All right, sounds good. I'm going
Okay.
to finish up a quote and work on a few other things.
Okay, I will see you next week.
See ya.
Thanks.
Yep.